Guitar friend, today we've got 4 fuzz pedals and a fuzz plugin. We're going to test all of them out over this groove that I just wrote with a bass and some drum loops. You are going to get to decide, and by you I mean the people that are watching this live. They're going to vote on which fuzz tones they like. We're going to commit some parts. We're going to do a fuzz face-off feud. And in the end, we're going to have a song that we upload to the cloud and release on the Spotifys and all the places. Just because it's fun, just because it's ridiculous, and also just because I'm giving away 5 fuzz pedals in about a week. If you're watching this and it's before December 19th, you can enter to win. Many of my members are here watching and commenting. They've already entered to win one of these 5 fuzz pedals. And I figured, why not let me get a chance to see how they sound? Then you get a chance to hear how they sound. And you can get excited about the one that you really want to win. Maybe you can manifest it. Maybe you can manifuzz it. So let's get into testing some tones and writing this riff. Looking down here at the floor, from left to right, we have the Fuzz Aldrin. That's a one of a kind as far as I know. I got that when I was living in London, down on Portobello Road and Notting Hill, when I needed one for a gig, and I just bought it. And believe it or not, inside of that fuzz pedal is a folded up piece of notebook paper. Seriously, that has instructions from the guy who made it. His name's Kevin. He has his email. It's like a hotmail.com email. And he's describing it as like a fuzz face that has a bright and a body. So there's 2 knobs in the middle. In the center of this one right here has a body and a bright, which is kind of like, low and high, which gives you more control of the actual tone versus a fuzz face, right? This one right here is the JHS Fuzz from the 3 series. So very simply named and very like no frills, but really tasty. That center knob especially is very interesting. It says bias, and that's where you will hear like that sort of like Jack White, like strangled, kind of like, okay, we'll keep moving. Yeah, Mana Fuzz Destiny for sure. That's what we're dealing with here, gang. Super Fuzz there. And that's a Behringer. That's a budget pedal right there. And I bought a couple of those to give away because I want the budget tier to be exciting and accessible and creative, but I won't steer our ears. Although I did try these yesterday, and they're all contenders. They're all tasty, and they will all sound different and delicious in their own different ways. The classic, probably the original, well, not the original. I'm not gonna say these things, this is the internet, I'll get in trouble. But the fuzz face might be the original, but this here rat is like iconic and very fun to just like let it rip. Simple, effective, some say all you need is fuzz. So let's start right to left down here. And I'm just gonna try to, at this point, sort of compose a riff. So if you'll humor me, I'm just gonna dial in some kind of like, yeah. I'm wondering if I might turn up my overall amp level. Let's see. That's good, we can work with that. Yeah, I don't wanna overwhelm our ears. I'll just try to keep the same pickup settings. So I'm gonna keep my, I'm using this sort of Stratty jam stick, and I've got it up here on the 4th position. So again, without it, it's very like, very round and mellow and warm. And now we've got this, which I love, okay? All right, so maybe I can emphasize different parts of this, of the register of the guitar. So maybe we go like middle 2 strings here. Yeah. There we go. So in the spirit of not overthinking it, I'm just going to go with that riff, and that'll be the riff I use for my, my verse, we'll say. I've decided to switch down to the bridge pickup, which is nice and kind of, a little more nasal and kind of that mid-range. So in this opening riff, what I'm trying to emphasize is the middle range, so not the high, like soloing range. And and not quite the low, obviously not the low 2 strings. I might use that somewhere else. I'll try to feature different voices of the guitar, because that's a big thing I find with fuzz is like, man, does it sound good when you actually play like single strings. And then when you bring in 2 strings, like it gets that really nice kind of like warbling and what's called beating in terms of like the harmonics and the tuning between 2 different strings, like double stops. I mean, that's where you're gonna find like basically the... Right? The double stops sound fantastic. So we probably do have to have a double stop section in this, but right now we're just getting acquainted. I probably just forgot the riff. Drat! That's like rule number 1. Record it before you forget it. So I'm going to try this now. I'll switch over to this camera here so you can see what I got. This will be electric 1. This starting with the rat. See if I get my tones together. And I might do a few takes. You might hear me sort of like rough around the edges, but that's life. So I'm just going to remind myself. Put it down. I gotta stay out of the way of the bass. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. So. Okay, something to that effect. Now I'm going to record, I swear. Let it go around, boom, down, boot, down, 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 3, Refining it. I'm gonna try to do a low thing there, so like sort of like a wow at the end there. Right? Boom. Thanks, Zane. Thanks, JB. Dip it down, boom, bam. I'm gonna wait for this progression to come around. Here we go. So. Oh, nice. Okay. So I realized I was using the wrong thing because I'm so used to using the looper. That's probably better anyway. That was all warm-up. You're going to see a lot of warm-ups and oopsies and doopsies, and then we'll kind of maybe sort of dial it in and be somewhat more precise. But if you like seeing the mess before the madness and then the mayhem and the majesty and the masterpiece, you're in the right place. Now I'm just getting the whatevers out. Now we gotta listen, learn. I like that abrupt thing. And then you always run the risk of the first one that gets there kind of winning the beauty pageant, because it's like, because I didn't know enough about what I was doing. So before I say anything else, I'm going to try to duplicate this track and delete that. Just delete that little region clip, as it is referred to here in Ableton. And so I'm in Ableton. Got this. I don't know if I can maybe remove. I'm sort of got it squashed in there so you guys can see, but let's see if I remove the input output. Yeah, there we go. That'll buy us a lot more breathing room to see what we're working with. So, and I'll label these as we go so I don't lose sight of what this is. That is the dirty rat. Okay. Now this next one is going to be the Super Fuzz. The Super Fuzz, which is the Behringer Super. And so it's copied over the exact same input settings. And now we're going to look down here and see, bye-bye rat, good job. The Super Fuzz has a couple different modes. The mode 1 is the closest to what we have right now. I don't know anything about whatever silicon or germanium. It's simulating like the so that's now the Super Fuzz. And this is a good, I think, comparison because they're kind of ballpark similar vibes. And after we do this, maybe if you guys want to ask questions about like, oh, try this, try that, as far as crank and the gain and stuff like that. But I tested these out a little bit yesterday just to get a sense of like, this is kind of the meaty, like pretty well dialed up, but not fully dimed all the way to 10. But it's enough to be like, yeah, that's what that pedal sounds like. Real quick, compare this sort of thicker, sort of fuzz facey or rat sound. Now if I switch to the fuzz mode 2 on the Super, I will switch that. It's very different. And at first you're like, oh no, I'm thinking you might probably not like it because it's very high end. I'm going to roll off some of the treble. But it's very like scoopy or more metal kind of sounding, which I just don't think will be my bag of Halloween candy today. So I'm just going to try to focus on that vibe. So let me relearn this lick. Boo bap boo. Maybe it'll be slightly different, but let's see. What is it? Ugh. Yeah. Like that. I gotta remember that. Okay. A little bit hotter. Coming in a little bit hotter. I'll turn it down a little bit. So we got slight. All right, here we go. Nice. I forgot that my foot pedal wasn't lined up with this this guy, so I just gotta quickly clean up the ending there because I didn't finish recording there. But now let's try it. Super Fuzz. Orange guy. That little round. Okay, moving on. So we'll continue the process here. Gotta trust the process. These fuzz pedals, duplicate that, and so what I'm doing is I'm deactivating those clips for those other ones. And now this one is going to be, we're going right to left, so this will be the JHS. And I'll see if with this I can kind of maybe emphasize one of its special powers is this middle thing, the bias. So the bias, I don't know what it translates to in real life or whatever, but so I just think of the bias on an amp or whatever. I don't know the electronics, so I'm going to stop short of trying to say like I know anything. So far that's what it is. I'm going to give it a little more volume. I'm going to try to make sure I don't let myself noodle. It's got a fat switch, so the tone will definitely. So this switch right here, there's the fat. Like there's not fat. Skinny. I'll do that because I don't need the low end here, as far as I can tell. I'll turn up the bias a bit. So check out the bias when it's right there. So it's really all kind of strangled and kind of cool. Turn up that volume. Turn up that fuzz. All right, I think that's. Oh wait, I had my volume down on my guitar. That might make a difference. Hey, let's give it a go. Okay, turning on. How's everyone doing? How's your day going? How's your night, or even your year? Here we go. I'll let it go around, then I'll hit the record button. To 2, 3, 4. I'll do it again. Nice. I think I'll take that second take there of that, which I think is right there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, we'll stop that track. How we feeling so far? See you, Tim Taylor. I'm sure you already split. But yeah, if you're watching this and you don't know what I'm all about, my name's Guitar Friend Tim. I love rocking and playing the guitar. I've got this. This is a jam stick guitar. I'm not really emphasizing the, in fact, I guess it's not at the moment showing the dots on the screen, but you may see me out there in the wild doing these videos where I'm emphasizing the diagrams here. And let me see, this is... change some settings here, but this is a MIDI guitar is what I'm trying to get at, and it is super duper fun and useful and satisfying to, yeah, now we got dots going there on the screen, and so I'll do the diagrams. I have an iPad sitting right here, and I will scribble on the iPad and do diagrams and stuff like that. So yeah, I do the shorts and I do lots of demos and stuff like that. Today we're demoing some fuzz pedals, and if you would like to win one of these, if you see this in time before December 19th, you can enter to win. So thanks for hanging out if you can, and if you're interested about entering to win one of these exact fuzz pedals, you just got to start a free trial over at my membership. So it's guitarworkoutoftheday.com. The link is in the description. And it's awesome. I think you'll love it if you've been trying to break free from the intermediate rut and have some new ideas and not have to worry about what to practice. We get together and we do fresh live workouts every week, just sort of like this, but they're succinct little 15, 20-minute exercises. I usually have like a progress bar that goes across the bottom like this. The warm-up, the workout, and the play section and all that kind of stuff. We have themes for each week. So if you're into that kind of thing and you enjoy my sort of twisted sense of humor and all that, start a free trial, and then once you get in there, you just got to jam on this little 12 Days of Christmas riff. I have these 12 little backing tracks, and that's the theme this month, because every month we have a Dare to Share, and this month it's like the 12 Days of Riffmas, where it's turned into this fuzz pedal giveaway, where I'm letting anyone who wants to enter, as long as you're in the membership, submit a video of yourself playing along with these little backing tracks. It's like a 12-second little like snippet, so it's very easy peasy to like give it a shot. And if you're intrigued at all, then you will be entered to win one of these fuzz pedals in a random drawing. So we've gotten into 3 of them. Now we're going to go on to the Fuzz Aldrin, which is the one that I was telling you about that I got in London. Oh yeah, I gotta save this. Gotta save this here session. Do you, any of you guys have a fuzz pedal? If I haven't seen it yet in the chat, sorry if I missed it, but remind me if you would. Tell us, what type of fuzz pedal do you have? And how do you use it with it when it comes to like soloing or riffing or composing ideas? Where do you put it in your pedal board too? Because that was something that I learned more about when I was watching a video the other day, as far as like the recommended spot to put the fuzz has a big impact on how it's going to sound. I'm just saving the session because that's probably a good idea if I'm going to be releasing this. Should I? All right. Excuse me. Adding now the Aldrin. Good name, the Fuzz Aldrin. That's a good name right there, isn't it? From a Brit, too, of all people. Named after an American cosmonaut. There we go. Switching over now. Ooh, Fuzzy McFuzzerton. Yeah. Ew. Getting this dialed up a bit. Looking down here now at this guy, and I've got the fuzz all the way cranked. So one of the things I like about this pedal is that it very much is like an overdrive pedal. Just nice, you know, if I dial back the fuzz and it's just sort of general kind of crunch, like. But now when I go big time fuzzy vibes, add some more brightness to it. I feel like that's kind of getting us roughly into the ballpark. Whoa, knocking it over there, moving her. Oh, don't knock out the shot. Okay, so this one's got a little more like, you know, whatever it's got. I don't want to lead the audience or lead your ears anywhere, but let's see. Okay. All right. Make sure that we're not influenced by the overall volume. Dial that back just a little bit, and now let's give it a go. Dolmino fuzz. Ooh. Golden horsey. Overdrive. Ooh. Oh, and the tremolo. Keeley Loomer. I haven't tried. Oh boy, now I'm going to start wanting all the fuzz pedals. Then I'm going to get them all and give them all away. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Missed that. Oh, that's what it is, yeah. One more time. That was the first take there. Right there. So did you see what's kind of cool about about Ableton is that as I was adjusting those takes, so you can see from these blobs, it's like take 1, take 2, take 3, take 4. These are 4-bar phrases. And I was just adjusting the looping range of it. So that pink bar is like what 4 bars I'm asking it to loop. I could stop anywhere here and it'd be a regular, like an irregular length loop. But as I went from here, it was like halfway through playing this first loop, right? And then when I went here, it magically, you know, keeps me in time within that phrase. So it wasn't creating like a hiccup. So if I was doing this on the fly, like in front of a crowd and was like trying to make it sound seamless, I could even be switching to like the 4th take and it would still keep it in time. One of the many things that they sort of devised about this to be used for, you know, live performance, hopefully with like, you know, creative decisions made on the fly and not just boop, put down the shades and throw out the grapes. Okay, so we've got 4 of those licks now for the verse part. We're on a bit of a journey now, which I'll try to move faster now that we've got these sort of like things somewhat dialed in. But we do need one more fuzz tone that's going to be coming from the actual the plugin side of things. So I'll duplicate that track at one more, and this will be, I don't even know what plugin I'm going to use for this. I think I've got like a guitar pedal simulator, so I could probably use that. This is what I use if anyone's wondering when I'm doing the looping. I just use the built-in looper one, and then for this I'll probably be able to pull something up with this, and I'll let you see what that's all about. This is what I use for the octavizer sound. So turn that off. But why is that not working? Oh, it's because I'm not on that. I'm not turning that on. So if I go here, oh boy. So that's okay. So now I think it's on. No, it's not, because I'm on a different channel. I'm sort of screwing with my usual template here. But let's see if I just, yeah, I'll use this and I'll find some sort of a fuzz. If I turn this on now, so what's currently in there are these. This visualizer is kind of cool because it shows me what I have in here. So if I just, maybe if I get rid of these or whatever, I don't use this that often, so pardon me if I'm moving slowly here. But maybe I go to a different one, and I'll just kind of delete these and try to reset. Oh no, it's default value. Okay, zoom in. I'm like trying to delete it without like accidentally deleting the channel or something stupid. You know how sometimes you hit the delete button and then it like deletes the thing in Ableton. So sorry if this is agonizingly slow to anyone that's more familiar with this. But I'm just going to remove these one by one. Ooh, that's the Jamstick Creator. So if anyone's wondering, when I say Jamstick Creator in like in the YouTube Shorts, you see that's what it's doing. That's where those dots are. And then I grab a section of this screen and I put it up on OBS, which is what I use to broadcast, open broadcast software. And I mess with the color to make it green dots. So that's how we eventually get to, that's how babies are made. Okay, let's find a pedal and let's just go with fuzz, the whole category. And it's the fuzz race. Okay, wow, they really dodged the lawyers on that one. Okay. Making sure I don't have any fuzz pedals on down there. Let's try to kind of match this a little bit to, let's give it more drive for sure. Let's turn down the level. Try to zoom in a bit more so we can all enjoy the face of the fuzz race. More drive, more drive, more fuzz. And you're kind of hearing, when I go to record this, I'll turn off my microphone because you're hearing now just the clean tone of the amp in the physical room that I'm in. So are my neighbors. Such is life. It's not that fuzzy, you know? I gotta see, what else do we got here? Overdrive, distortion. I might add something else. Yeah, because I know it's not going to be able to compete right now with the... But maybe, I don't know. Maybe in context it'll be a different thing. We'll fall in love with it. I'm just not that convinced. Make sure this doesn't get too crazy. Level. I'm sort of helping it out a bit there. A little bit more crunch on that. Crunch and munch. That feels like it's getting closer to what we had. So let's just go with that. We're using plugins for this take now. That's good. Close that. And let's see now. Boom. I'm going to turn off my microphone. We'll do Sure. All right, gang. Now we're going to do an initial shootout here. You get a chance now to vote. Thus far, I'll try to match the levels, and it'll be a little bit crazy, but I'm going to do a comparison of these 5 different tones. Now I'll do that. And you know what? To make this blind, initially what I have, if you see the poll, when I pull it up right now, the poll has the names of the fuzzes. I'll remove those names, and it'll just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll just vote based on what I tell you. So try to like keep track, like grab a pen and paper now, because I'll put it in a random order, and you're gonna have to decide as we go which one you like the best. And we'll do this, and this will give us a chance to vote, and then we'll do another vote when we build the main riff for the chorus. So I'll just have these be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I reset the poll now. Boom. So they're just literally going to be numbers. You're going to vote by number. Blind voting now. Let me see if I can get this dialed in so they don't all play at once, because God help us, we would die. Okay, so all right. So everything's awesome. Nothing is bad. All those things are off there. Okay, so get hands on buzzers, people. In order to vote, all you have to do is literally in the chat, just comment 1, 2, 3, or 4. So starting with Riff with Fuzz tone number 1, and it's no particular order. You get the idea. So we got our riff, just bass and drums. It's gonna come around. Here comes numero uno. 1, 2. So that was tone 1. I gotta keep track. Here we go, tone number 2. That was tone 2. Tone 3. That was tone 3. Here comes tone 4. Doesn't count. My bad. That was tone 4. Now get ready for the last tone, 5. Here we go. All right, place your votes. 1, 2. You only get to vote once. So what was your favorite? Sorry, I wish we could. I wish I could have you vote multiple times. Maybe I could change that. But what was your favorite tone of those? Your all-time favorite. I'm glad to see there's people here. All right. Thought maybe I lost you all. This is quite the long journey, but appreciate it. Appreciate it. Votes are coming in. Votes are coming in. It's tough. Okay. Keep on voting. Keep on voting. Sonny, good to see you. So far, tone number 1 is winning. We'll do another quick comparison. Here we go. That's tone 1. Okay. Tone 2. How did that happen? What's that? Did I do that? What the hell is that? What is happening? Don't let that influence your decision. I don't know what kind of symbols. All right. Tone 3. Sorry. That was tone 3. Here comes tone 4 one more time. Okay, and lastly, here comes tone 5. I'll reset the poll now. So you can vote once again. 99 on love balloons. This is your chance to change your vote. Yeah, what's going on with those balloons? What other, like, maybe this? Maybe we can do like a surfer? Nothing. I don't want to do the other hand symbols. I don't know. Peace, baby. Peace, love. Yeah. Oh, whoa. I gotta keep that. I gotta remember that. That's wild. So we're still voting for 1. Sticking with 3. All right. This is good. This is good. So now we'll do a little bit of the psychology aspect of it, right? Because we voted for one twice. Guess what one is? One is the Super Fuzz. That's the Behringer. That's a $25 fuzz pedal there, gang. That is a $25. Sorry, that's not fair because I was using the plug-in on top of that, which sounded like especially crunchy. Probably sounds better that way anyway. That's just the pedal itself. Rat. Remember the rat's a little bit quieter. I'll give it a little more volume. Give this guy a little bit less. So it's like... There you go. This is a more or less gain match now. So on we go. Let's go. Let's write the rest of this. If you got to go to bed or something, I totally understand. You're amazing for being here. I'm going to try to power through now and write a chorus to this. So we've got this. Oh boy, if I hit play right now on the top, it's going to play all of them. I can't do that. Let's listen to this Super Fuzz again. Okay. Let me see if I can launch these guys. Just to make it maybe safer. Because as you can imagine, if I were to launch all those clips at once, then we'd have this cacophony. So let's just sort of turn these guys off, and we've made our vote right there. Nice. I don't blame you. I will say, isn't it not necessarily a surprise that that's probably the cleanest I played it, or the most personality? So next time you're wondering about gear, I think most of you guys are emphasizing playing first, and that's where I think the feel of that take just had a lot of good things going for it. And then on top of it, you might say maybe the tone at its best, a pedal can inspire you to play into it with a little bit of personality that matches it. These are just thoughts. Now we got this part here, which I like. It's suddenly sort of like a chord cycle, meaning it does like a boom, 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 like circle of fifths kind of action, circle of fourths. I like that. Now I'm just jamming. I'm going to do something like that. Don't overthink it. You can overstank it, but don't overthink it. Okay, so how would I do this? What am I doing with my life? I'll just let it go by one time here. Let's try that. Okay, so let's try this with a ba-ba-ba. All right, gang, wish me luck. I'm going in. 2, 3. Record it? I don't know. Let me see. I did. I'm a big fan of that. I think our little buddy, the Behringer, is kicking some serious tail right about now. But just because that riff is so fun to play, I shall continue. Let's see if I can do this without messing anything up. That's my new slogan. Okay, let's go to the JHS now. I'm well aware of what I'm doing, and we're doing it together. We are complicit. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Sort of missed that last lick, but I think the first one was better anyway. So now watch, it's still recording, and I'll just sort of wait for it to come around and then make it an even length loop. Look at this. Here's what I might do. It's a little bit trickier in Ableton to do edits like on the fly. So what I'll do is like, I'll grab this. So what that will do is start it right there on the correct part of the riff, but then it'll play that that last riff from the first take, maybe. Yeah. And that's showbiz, folks. All right, so we got that good little hybrid going there. We're gonna go over, let's go over to the Rat now. Just sort of hopping around. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you're having a good time. Hope your holidays are shaping up well. Who's going out of town? Who's going the furthest? I don't even know when it comes to the germanium versus silicon. I would have to look up the literature. Maybe, hey, maybe you could look it up, Kyle. Not, to give you work, but if there's any chance, if you're able, if you want to look up that JHS 3 series, it doesn't have a switch, so it really is whatever it is. And I don't want to say the wrong thing because that'll get you fired on the internet from the job that you made for yourself. Okay, let's go. Got a slight tunage. Now we're going into the Rat. A little bit thicker sound on the Rat. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I missed hitting the button just because I'm too excited. And it's not where it would normally be, where my foot would be. So, I think the second take, right? This is fun. Yeah. I like how that's kind of like rowdy as it kind of sort of tumbles on down. Oh yeah, you're gonna be Beijing for Christmas, Adams Gomez. Nice. How is the adjustment to the time zone there when you travel there? Like coming from Germany, you go in there, you don't cross the date line, right? So it's not like a complete flip into. Maybe you do. Wait, you tell me if you would. Okay, so we're gonna move on now to the Fuzz Aldrin. And then for the outro, I don't know what I'll do. I did record bass. Oh yeah, okay. I'll just do something wacky and quick there. I'm having fun with this. You guys are great. Thanks for sticking around. This is so cool. You guys are so cool. All right, so now we're going down to this Fuzz Aldrin. This guy on the far left. It's definitely darker. You give it a little more calm. Oh boy, it's got some noise floor. It's that sort of homebrew noise floor. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Sock it to me now. Got a little bit cranky on that last one, but it was kind of cool. Sort of missed that last lick. Maybe I'll try that trick I did before. Let's just see. If we do this 4-bar phrase, it kind of magically knows. So this is what I'm moving this flag down here, right? So let's see. It's pretty high. That's a nice lick there. It's nice. Each one's a little bit different. Each one's like a little unicorn. Let's try the first take on its own. That's good. Okay. Lastly, we got to see it through, so we're going to do the plug-in. Where the plug-in is kind of getting shown up here. In case y'all are wondering, I'm not always like, I long ago gave up on worrying about like digital versus analog and all that stuff. I was way in the thick of it. I'm old enough to have seen it go from like the thing to the thing to the thing, and then it changed. And then it all just became like whatever you choose. It's a flavor now. Digital or analog is a flavor, and now we have analog that is digital, and it's there. All the people that were there really when it first came around, they're like, yeah, that's close enough. I don't want to have to maintain this old thing with its valves and tubes and all that. Or they do, or whatever it is. To each your own, that's great. So when it does come to simulated amps and pedals, for me, I just don't know. I'd be happy to do a shootout where I maybe work with some manufacturers and try out a bunch of amp simulators and some of the UA stuff and an aux box and all that. An aux box would obviously be like the actual amp head, but it's the simulated cab and all that. Anyway, in this case, I think our friend, I think that guy's getting his butt kicked a little bit, but let's try. Let's turn off this Fuzz Aldrin. 1, 2, 3. Who am I to say that? I don't want to sway you one way or the other, because now we're going to do that same thing. Hands on buzzers, folks. I will do the blind test. Cleanse your palate. Remove any of your biases. I'll turn down these fuzz, all of them. Turn down their relative volumes just a nudge so we can get kind of into the track a little bit more. A little more tucked into the track. Let me see if I turn up the verb a little bit, just a little more ambiance, even though fuzz sounds so good when it's dry. 7 hours ahead. I bet that's a doozy. That's a mind bleeper right there. Okay, so voting again, 1 through 5. I'm going to make sure I keep track. The Super Fuzz won round 1 for the verse. Now we're into round 2. It's going to be a different order. So get ready to listen closely. We'll let the track go around. Nice. Good job, bass player. Thanks, buddy. Here we go. Tone number 1 now. That's tone 1. Tone 2. Tone 3. My bad, there was 2 of them playing at once. Sorry. I really biffed that, and I'm sorry. Here comes tone 3. Tone 3. Tone 4. right, place your votes. So that was the 5th. JHS data doesn't claim germanium for the Series 3 fuzz cell. Okay. So far, the votes are coming in. We're appreciating the 2. We're appreciating the 3. And I'll do a review. So if you're like, oh boy, I don't know, boss. It's like when you get your eyes examined. 1, and now 2. And again, 1, and now 2. Can you see whether the zebra is wearing sunglasses? 1, and now 2. Now look at the hot air balloon. Okay, we're loving 3. All right, let's test our math again. We're gonna go back to the top. Here comes tone 1, 3, 4. I'll just go back to back here. Big votes coming in for 3. I love seeing it. Democracy is fine, everybody. We got this. We got this. That does sound good. Nice. Okay. So I went in order that time. We went from Rat to Super to JHS to Aldrin to I have Pug written here. Plugin. Okay. So yeah, that was the JHS. JHS, here it is. Yeah, the Super. The Rat. So the Rat and the JHS to my ears that time around sounded somewhat similar. Okay, now let's go into this outro and let's play some higher register stuff. And I'll try to just have this be... I don't know, just something kind of cheesy and fun. Like, maybe like... That kind of thing. Let's just sort of unmute that. What happened? What did I miss? Oh, it's that. It's this pickup. All right. Okay, so those are those articulations we've been doing this week, right? To my friends and members. That so here we got the Rat. Okay, so what am I hearing? So we got let's do a bigger leap there. Yeah. I'm just gonna let it be a jam and kind of let it be a stream of consciousness. So each of these will be slightly different, and that might sway our votes. Just saying. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I didn't have the other parts going, so I was just going true guitar solo. Makes you cry a tear. Now those tracks are going. Now they will all go together, presumably. I don't need to turn it up. I just need to turn myself up. Right here. 2. I like that. Try to get a pinch harmonic maybe in there. All right, I give myself one more, then we gotta actually call it a thing. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, okay, we're just moving on. Next guy, next player. Here comes the Super Fuzz. Here come the Super Fuzz, yeah. Maybe that's the name of this song. Here come the Super Fuzz. You know, it's like when like the cops are behind you, but it's not just any cops. It's like the state troop. It's like the Super Fuzz is coming to get you. Okay, this is this guy right here. Let's turn up the fuzz even more on this guy. Let's get a little bit crazier. Ha, ha, ha. See, that's that fuzz 2 tone, which I don't think we're ready for. I don't think we're digging that. At least not for this context. Yeah. Raw power. Here we go. Was that down? 2. Get that cleaner. Something in there's good. Something in there's good. Won't worry about it right now. Just moving on. Oh boy. We're making the sausage today, gang. We're making the sausage. Oh, let's get the bias turned up on turn up the Tobias on this. Yeah, going full. Look at that. So the bias kind of, yeah, we're gonna go extra stanky crunchy on this guy. So notice how there's no fuzz or like no noise right now. It's because the bias is like essentially like a noise gate serving as that. I gotta get after this though. For this to sound cool, I gotta get after it. Ha! 2. Almost like a video game. Almost 8-bit vibes there. This is an endurance challenge for me. So I'm not even like glancing at the comments. I'm just like, oh, everybody's leaving. They all came at first. But if you're here, then you're awesome. And if you're not, you're also awesome. You're just doing other things. Okay, let's see this. This is more like this. The Aldrin kind of has, in this case, more of like a overdrive traditional kind of. I'm just gonna Go hog wild with it here. I'm gonna let it be nice and noisy and express itself. Right there, right there. Get ready, gang. 2. Some pretty nice gnarly bits there. Let's do the plug-in just to give everybody a fair shake. You know what I'm saying? Whew. All right, plug-in. Now's your time to shine. Plug-in. Really plug it in, plug-in. Let's go. You've been chugging plug-in, but now it's time for us to fall in love with the plug-in. In fact, I'm going to try to give it one more chance to just, let's just dial up the anything here. Give me a little something to live for here, plug-in. Oh, that tone is just... It hits you in the fillings first, which I'm not a fan of. And I'm cranking the drive, but it's like, I don't know if that's the sandpaper I was looking for, gang. Let's try it. Get that mojo working. Come on now. We're in the right spot here. We gotta turn this guy off. Shaboink. Whew. 1, 2. You know, it's either in there or it ain't. As my friend Dylan would say when we were working on a track and I finished a take, he'd be like, it's in there. It's in there like swimwear. I don't even know what it means. Nobody needs to. Okay, ready? Now we're going to do the grand review. Do these one at a time. See all the waveforms. Kind of interesting to see the different, you know, like how they turned out. And I'll just, you know, we'll just go based on tone. And then we'll sort of piece it together. And I will keep going on this stream until I have released this song live on this stream as I have promised. So if you're into that kind of thing, or if you're watching this in the future, boy, I recommend going at the double speed. Sort of wish YouTube could let you go 3 times speed. But this is our last shootout here. Hands on buzzers, gang. Starting in no particular order with this ending solo tone. Here is entry number 1. Tone 2. Tone 3. Don't be biased. Get it? Tone 5. added some delay to it because Lord knows it needed it. Bring in your votes. That was tone number 5 we just heard. You guys are awesome. Hopefully you're folding laundry or doing something very nurturing and Sunday soothing as a counterbalance to this crazy sandpaper tone revival. Still 2. Still going with 2. And even I forgot. I'm looking down and saying, what we got here? The votes are even right now to the stragglers, to the crazy ones who are still around. And if you're watching in the future, go ahead and vote in the comments, even though it won't affect the on-screen acrobatics. You'll be letting your voice be heard by the cloud and the robots and the algorithm. The algorithm watches all. Baby, 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 baby. This is cool. I actually can take the guitar off. We've got the ingredients we need. So we're voting for 2 here. 2. Super. Epicness. Ozzy, how we doing? Thanks for voting, everybody. So the super. The $25 fuzz pedal has done a super job of convincing us it ain't all what you think with the price tag there. Sorry, when I moved it reset the voter there. But yeah, Ozzy, we're testing out these fuzz pedals. This one over here I bought in London. Wow, nice work, gang. In a word, describe for me in one word how fuzz makes you feel. I'm curious, like when you hear fuzz, whether it's today or in previous like settings, like is there an emotion or a tone or a description, like or an analogy or something like fuzz makes me feel just kind of like a bit rowdy. There it is. There's an example. So you enter a word, it'll float, and that's kind of fun. There's a kind of rambunctious quality to it, but I don't know how to spell rambunctious on the fly. Fluorescent. See, I like that. That's cool. These are the kind of words. Yeah, all fuzzed up. All fuzzed up. I don't know what to do. Fuzzed up, yeah, and that's what I'm going to do. So my goal now is the hope that we can build this and release it. So I'm basically going to take our votes. We had in the verse, we had the super. In the chorus, we had the JHS. And in the final outro, we have the super again. And I love it. Omnipotent, yes. All-knowing, all-seeing, and all-fuzzing. Intense, yes. Very intense, for sure. Let's just see if we can create a bounce, like just a mix of this. And if you're curious about this, what we'll both learn is like, the steps that it takes to release a song these days. And you can choose whatever platform you like, just like you can choose whatever audio software you like to use. But if you have a part of you that's like, I got these riffs, I don't know what to do with them, or maybe I might release something someday. That someday could literally be today, could be yesterday. You could do it. So let's just see if we can. I'm going to need your help because we're going to name this. And maybe we are actually already did with these amazing words. We've got rowdy electric. I'm going to write some of these down here. So rowdy electric fluorescent. These are good. Maybe we use those as our adjectives, and then we need a noun, because if we find a noun that we like, think of it as we listen to this, and then we can we'll have a name of our song, and then we'll use that as the prompt to have AI generate artwork, and then bibbidi bang, bibbidi boom, we'll be good, and we will send it off to the cloud to be released on the Guitar Friend Team Spotify channel, and then I'll come back and I'll add that. Future Tim will add that link to the description of this video, and yeah, the fuzz bang theory, right? You know, the ever-expanding, accelerating universe. Get out of here. Schwag. We need some tempo there, right? I gotta record some tempo there. I'm gonna do it live. Let's see. I will turn my vocal mic down because if you didn't know this already, tambourines are the loudest instruments in the world. Let me try recording that. Okay, I'll bring that back up and I'll drag this over to this channel here. And so it's way off to the side here, and maybe I will pan it. So panning is like the left, right, center kind of thing, like so. It's just subtle, but it's there. Yeah, it needs an egg as well. That's exactly what we know. This is some percussion stuff that I have. This is a container of Pogs. Does anyone? What a detour this stream is about to take. Does anyone else have Pogs? That's right. Is anyone else using Pogs as their percussion? It's a percussion OG. That's what POG stands for. POG stands for Passion Orange Guava. I grew up in Hawaii, and that was a very common juice that we had out there. They don't come from actual. I mean, like the ones I have don't. I'm not that old that they come from actual milk jugs. But it was a revival in like the 90s of like, it's a game, it's great. Yeah, Jim Keltner for sure. That kind of, if only. I've got an apple. Oh, let's see. I've got an apple. I've got an egg for sure. Let's try these. Let's do this real quick. Since we're having the fun with it, I'm going to just play a bunch of these, and we could even vote on this, but boy, how much time do we have in this day? Let's try it. I'm just going to hit record and it'll be, yeah, you'll get it. Trick now is to just grab like the most usable 1-bar or 2-bar phrase in it. That's why I was just sort of like randomly stopping and starting and just like hoping that my rhythm would not be exposed as useless on the interwebs live in front of these many people. But you know, you got to go with what you got. I was just sort of quickly auditioning, and I like doing that, even though there's a million samples out there. Maybe especially because there's a million samples out there. I do often like this little paper guy. Really nice and kind of like, you know, someone just sort of rummaging through some grocery bags, but so I put it here on a quieter track. I'm going to push it to the left side, and I need to crank up the gain on that. You see how it's creating the increase in the size of the waveform. Let's hear it. So it's pretty subtle. I'm just going to grab like a 2-bar phrase. Let's see what this one sounds like. Maybe over here. Maybe. Just very quickly going based on texture. I do like the egg. It sits nicely. I'm wondering if I need to just make it quieter and have it be a much more subtle kind of implied sound, like down that. So that's a vibe. I do like that. So I think it's either that or it's this first guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this on the first one and then use the egg on the second chorus. Let's assume we're going to go to the chorus twice, even though it's like literally like a copy paste. But so this first time I'll have it be this the paper guy. Maybe just use these two. It's good, nice and sort of steady, kind of like backbeat sort of thing. So now I'm going to use a shortcut here in Ableton to duplicate this entire scene. So the scene is going across. So it did everything exactly the same. And I'm just going to, on this percussion, I'm going to go over to this egg and grab a random chunk right there. Sure, you know, it's loosey-goosey. I'll turn it down a bit, so I'm reducing the gain on the sample. That's good. Okay, so just that little difference is kind of interesting. Great. Now we're kind of getting into the song arrangement type of stuff. And I'll sort of expand this. So what we've got here, I'll kind of color code it. Maybe I'll name it so we can sort of follow along. Yeah, okay, rename it there. So this will be chorus 2. And this will be chorus 1 up here. Great. And we got to make some differentiation between verse 1 and verse 2. So maybe I'll grab a different part of this lick if I played it twice. Let's see it from the verse. No, I just have the one, and I'd still have all that verb and delay, which I don't want to use right away on this opening one. I want it to be like bone dry. So maybe I can automate that, or maybe I end up just not using it. But let's have the delay down. Like a bit of verb is nice. So you get that sort of dry, kind of nasal sound, and then there's just a bit of that, what might be called like a throw, sort of like the verb bouncing into the void. Okay, so that'll be our verse. Let's see, verse 1. I do want to hear that again. I guess we could do an exact copy paste, like an exact loop of that. Let's just say, bear with me on this. I will honor that the super gets first dibs. As you saw there, I just created a duplicate there. But what if maybe one of the second place ones? Let's see if the rat, how that does. It's pretty cool. There's a little bit of a flub in there. It doesn't bother me, like as far as that lick, that moment there. Could be nice to have this be a spot where we have left and right. Let's try this. If you got headphones on, you're welcome. Check this out. I've got to turn these down a bit so they don't get too freaky. Let's try it. You know, let's turn them back up. Okay, so I like that, but I'm not going to commit to that because I want to keep it raw and rowdy. And we're going to let the JHS get the second crack at it here. So yeah, so you notice how it's like you win something, you lose something when you do audio, like sort of panning. Sometimes it's great, especially with percussion and vocals, and certainly with guitar parts it can sound great. But with this approach, I want it to maybe stay nice and almost claustrophobic on purpose. I'm going to try to maybe increase a noise gate on this, like increase the threshold on a noise gate. Now we're getting into mixing, gang. So if you haven't ever done any mixing, this is not like the prime example of it, but we are doing some like just a little bit of housekeeping before we send it out into the world. So on this, I believe I have so maybe on this, I can open up this. This is what I'm using for my main channel strip for like the EQ and stuff like that. And right now there is a bit of a gate, but it's very, I think if I raise this little guy here and let's solo this. I think that might clean up the in-betweens. Yeah, nice and sort of. And I'll probably want to use that on every one of these channels. So let's see if I can grab this possibly. And this is where it's kind of tricky. It's doing a copy. And then on the super, I'll just drag it there for now. See, I'm going over to one of the other channels and I'm taking that same plugin, and I'm just gonna, because I like that setting, maybe that'll work for this too. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's almost have it seem like there's two different guitar players, like it's a bit of a sort of, oh, they're sort of calm responsing. And then with that in mind, I'll do a slight pan right with one of them and just a slight pan left, so that when the listener notices a slight tone difference, they sort of get the idea like, oh, that was on purpose maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Right? Let's see about this chorus. So, this is where I might want to give it its own treatment. Slightly different, like maybe a little bit quieter and a little bit more ambience to it. So what I'll do is, now that we're in kind of mixing mode, this is also a good idea. I'll do a save as and make sure that I have just a different version of this, so that as I'm mixing this, I could go back to the sort of the tracking version of it. So I will I won't go so far as to get rid of any of these other things we recorded, but this will be where I kind of make duplicate tracks here. So I did a duplicate of that JHS. I'm going to use it here for the chorus, and I will just turn off that one right there. And here I'll give it a little more delay and a little more verb, and I'll turn down the volume. Let's see how that sits. And as always, I have to compare what it sounds like going from the verse into the chorus, but let's just see on its own. Like that. So I'm putting a bit more space on it, and then we'll go back into a verse. We'll just keep it bone dry simple in terms of the arrangement. I'm wondering, can I introduce, it's almost like if there could be like a little keyboard part, like a blink, blink. Maybe there can be. And I'll just have them in here on the second verse. Oh boy, now we're getting up to our eyes in it. Let's see, what is this? Just like a little pulsing thing like that. Let's see. And I'll play it bad a few times, and I'll try to grab the part. Let me see. All right. 2, 3, 4. And I was just doing a simple pulsing thing there. Let's go right there. And I will, as a result, I'll duplicate. This is going to get kind of crazy because this isn't normally how I would sort of arrange things. But we're trying to just have it be there and fireable. So what I'll do, I'll leave that there. But the first time around, I'll make sure I don't actually launch that clip. So I'll start grabbing these guys that I'm most likely not going to use. I'll drag them off to the side because what this will do is start allowing me to have, I have this controller here, which I don't have a camera on, sorry. But when I pull that in there, actually I won't need that. I won't need that. So now I have all this like at my literal fingertips. So I can decide to turn off that loop on the first time through. Oh boy, all right, let's check out this outro. And I'm gonna color code these things now so that I just have them looking different. Grab all these and I'll just color code all of them just sort of like a blue. That'll be the chorus. And this will be the verse. Just going kind of random with it, green. And then let's see what this outro is. Nice. What do we want to do here? That's super. And I will do that same thing where I create another version of that. Boom. Make sure I don't have too many of those supers going on down here. So I'm right there on this outro solo, and I will have it be spacious. Might be cool. I'm not going to worry about the drums. They sound a little different, but it's all right. We need some of that percussion. We've got to have that perk. Where was that? It's over here. Let's have both of these coming in. So we've got, yeah, we'll have the tambourine and the shaker coming right on through there. So instead of that egg, I'll do this. Great. All right, let's try to do this thing. We're going to record. And by record, what I mean is that in Ableton, you've got these two different views. Where right now I think this is called clip view, because these are all considered clips, these little Legos. Pretty cool, right? And then when I switch over to this view, that is session view, I think. If I have that wrong, please get upset about it. Sorry, sometimes I play with fire. Anyway, so I'm going to now go over here and essentially DJ and sort of launch these clips at various times and hopefully get it right. Afterwards, I can go in and revise this recording of the strips of audio, which is nice and flexible. But we'll give it a go. Like, and there'll be like no intro. It'll be like an under 2 minute song. Michael B, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, this is the long haul. We're approaching 2 hours. This is internet approved. A little bit of coffee. All right, and so I'll hit record, and something will probably go wrong. We'll have to start over, but if not, maybe we'll just be awesome. In fact, well, let me see. Okay, who knows? Oh my God! All right, here we go. Wait, let's see. Where was that? Okay, so. All right, already I screwed up. I started on the exact wrong section because I was so worried about that keyboard part getting in there. We need that. There we go. And for some reason I think, yeah, I want that to be nice and dry. Let's hear that tone again. Okay, and I want to make sure that this keyboard part doesn't happen there. All right, let's not worry about it. Here we go. I can adjust the levels after. Chorus 1. We'll adjust the levels there. Obviously. Back to the verse. Chorus 2. I screwed up. Outro. Levels are crazy. I'll clean up that little passage is kind of iffy. All right, so we've got something there. We're going to clean it up a bit, and by golly, we're going to release this thing. I was thinking about doing like a one-day workshop called Song by Sunset. What do you think of that? You know, you get in there, you got nothing. You got nothing. When I met your kid, you were nothing. And then by the end of the day, you're going to have a song out in the wild. In the wild. All right, so we had a double up here where this was going and it was too much. We had JHS and JHS both going here. Yeah, there were some things where they were misfiring, double firing. So we don't need that, I don't believe. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Comes right in there. Let's adjust some levels. JHS, turn up the super. Let's see from the top what we got here. That super does sound good, right? Love it. Turn that up. Okay, I'm digging it. I'm gonna see this keys part. I'm gonna mess with the tone a bit, make it a little bit gnarlier if I can. Gnarlier, brah. Or just subtle or whatever. I'm not gonna go all, I would probably want a funkier, more interesting sound, but I'm just gonna try to not kick open a can of whoop ass on it. Although, all right, I'm just gonna get a just an EQ on it. In fact, I can grab that from one of these other guys, one of these other channels. Let's say like this one, a decapitator could be good. Grab this, I'm gonna drag it over onto that. So just added that, hopefully. Okay. Nice and subtle. Don't want it to spoil the party. Want it to be kind of interesting sounding. I think I can just quantize this So it's nice and kind of robotic on purpose. So I'm using the quantize function. That first downbeat, I think I was late on that. Oh, okay, you can't see that. Sorry. This is just for the true diehards that are in here at this point. But scoot that back. Let's see now there. Sure, it's good. It's just sort of like felt more than heard. And then I don't want to exactly duplicate that riff, but there's only one of the super because I said, I got one and I'm out, coach. So let me try, if I can, to drag in. Let's see if we can call in the rat. The rat hasn't had a chance to do his thing. Is this one got it? Okay, let me see. Bang, bang. Can I copy that? I'm even learning things right now. Boom. Okay, let's see. Okay, not as stoked on that. So we can just bring in this JHS again over here. Does JHS have another one? Or it's got an earlier one. So let's try that. I'm gonna grab this one right there. Sorry, you can't see that. I'm just trying to. Yeah, it's just not as good. So we'll just use the exact same one. So. Boy, that super does sound good, doesn't it? Drum needs a fill in between the verse. Yeah, I agree. Okay, can we find a fill without us? Yeah, it does need like one simple like that halfway point, right? That but don't bump. Okay, so now looking at, let's see if we can find that in this sample library. These are just, it says fills, but these are all like basically straight on through. So maybe I can grab one little bit from here. Actually, it did have one, maybe even like that tom fill, right? That's at the end here. Maybe down. We just need like a good like da bum ba da ba ba ba. What's this guy got? If we just solo it. It's too like kind of rhythmic and built into it. So I'm gonna find a doggone fill. I think we do need. Okay, let's see. In here in this library, even looking at the waveforms, if there's a fill here, samples. And if I switch to a different kit, so this is the bump suit. I think that's the name of the fill, or the name of the kit. These are just individual samples. Let's see what else we got here. Somebody's got to have a fill. Maybe at the end of this. No. This one has a fill. It's got a lot going on, but maybe when it gets there, it'll make sense. Towards the end here. 1, 2. I mean, that's a big fill. That's a long fill, but maybe we can work with it. Because we're just being rowdy out here. We don't care. Let's try that. So what we're getting after here is this end section, and I'm just going to try to snag that. And maybe I can just, now that I have this sort of recorded into the other part here, I'm just going to copy this, literally do Command C, and try to get in here. And I need to hit a button here to reactivate the recording there. And hopefully I can get in here. And at the halfway point. let's see. Again, sort of a long fill. Maybe I can just do a part of it. And it's got all that hi-hat stuff, but maybe no one will notice. Maybe they'll like it. Maybe they'll like me. It's a big fill. Maybe we do a shorter version. Yeah, okay. It's kind of right there with the guitar, though. It's interesting, though. Yeah, we'll let that be in there in the second verse, and then we'll use a bigger fill, the longer fill right here. This is where we're like, we're building it as a team. What I should probably do is duplicate this and have this be, these fills be their own thing with some more delay or reverb or something. What I'll do is I'll just douse these in a bunch of the stuff. This is getting just crazy now, just doggone crazy. What's this one right here? I'll just have it be like. See if we go right there. Yeah, right? Maybe. So it just sounds more cavernous, and that always sounds cooler, right? Oh God, hit the wrong button there. I'm turning down this, I'm just doubling, like just doing a mult, as it's called, like a multiple of that part. And I wanted to just... Right, and as a result, I will turn down these drums just a little bit, the dry drums. This is very quick and dirty, this is not how I would normally do it, but maybe that'll end up being why it's great. I love it. Right, and then on this, I'll just throw a little bit of added brightness, or dial back some of the, I've got the decapitator on here, and I'll dial back the high cut. Isn't that, no, I don't want the high cut. Yeah, so, yeah. Hear how it just got brighter? Okay, and I'll turn up this solo just a bit, and I will clean up this passage right here that was not as bang on as the others. And I will grab, let's say, that one right there, and I will just copy paste that, because we're living in a modern world, baby. And maybe I can grab another solo and just have it be like the crazy build up at the end where they're just like, we're all in it together, bruh. So that's, what are we using? JHS there? No, we're using Super, of course. But let me see if the rat or the, oh yeah, that's where I'd be going. So the rat for the solo, let's try that. Maybe. Let me just get up here. Oh boy, trying to do the real estate here. Trying to make it all fit. There it is. Okay, maybe there. And have this be nice and quiet and sort of trippy. Off to the side. Yeah, a little bit of like that voodoo if you do. make sure it gets out of the way there. But actually, maybe the one that we really want there is that crazy JHS, because it did have that bias thing going on. And again, I may just be biased, but okay, so we'll turn that on, grab that, copy it. And now we're going over here, JHS, go right here. Kapow. Oh, that's there. Kaboing. All right, okay, there we go. Now I gotta turn this down. Actually, I could just use that audio clip right there. That sounds good there. So I'm just gonna have it arrive right there. So we got just a little bit of this, like, where did that come from, into this very end. Right there. Yeah, Michael B, he came back to see if I was done with the stream, and I wasn't. It's the next day, and we're still going. Yeah, I like that. And then we need to just, like, we're doing all this stuff, it's sounding spacious, and then we just need, like, a hard stop of the verb and stuff. We just want to be bone dry. So we need that. Let's see. This is where I'm not as good at mixing in Ableton. It's like, okay, I got to be able to see all of the, oh, it's in the master one here, right? I need to see the effects. Oh yeah, show me the returns. Yeah, there it is. And I need the verb and the delay to be boink available. The verb and the delay, and I need them to be schwoomp, just dive bombing right there. Oh, nope, I didn't need that. I need that. Boosh, nope, don't need that. Maybe have a bit of it, like for whoop, let's see how that sounds. And then the delay, what I'm doing is attempting to automate that delay and reverb to just die out. So I don't really dig that. I'd rather have it all or nothing. So let's just have it be maybe even shorter, maybe just a tiny bit of it. That sounds a little aggressive, right? Which we've been known to be. And maybe just a little bit of this, like, ooh. The actual ooh, you know what I'm talking about, the ooh, ooh. Kind of nice. Bump suit drums. We don't want that downbeat, but maybe we do. These are quotable moments. All right, I'm gonna look at the comments in a second. I'm totally in my own world. So maybe we like this sort of being a. Now we don't need that kick. All right, we got to release this thing. We got a schedule to keep. Yeah, maybe just a little bit of hurry. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's hear it from the top. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm going to look at the comments now as we rocking and bopping. We're going to listen to it, and then we're going to, like, master it and release it. And who knows? This might be a 10-hour stream. No, we're going to get it. We're going to get her done. Okay. From the top. Crash, maybe, yeah. kind of like the crazy stop there. Couple little bits and bobs in there, little level things I'm trying to adjust. I do like the fill. It may be that big dramatic one. We need some smoothing there. Just a little, let's look at that moment there. But a good vibe all around, you know, like especially just for in the land down under. Look at those little guys. They got us here. All right, let's check out this fill. Maybe part of it is that it comes in hot with that reverb track. So the one that's lower is like just washed out. Like if I just solo that, right? Maybe we shorten that fill. Maybe this is too abrupt. Interesting. Does like a phase thing there because it's a little bit like, what the heck? Let's see if we can do that. We do need it to sort of start earlier because there is that kind of like, huh? Yeah, let's do it. So it's intentionally kind of phase is when drums and things aren't exactly lined up. And the reason that these aren't exactly lined up is because of the processing, I believe, the delay compensation. I don't know. But it just basically has a little bit of a, like the sound, the wave files are like, yeah. So yeah, it is a bit of a verb splash there. And maybe we like it. Like that. So there's a bit of a level dip there, and now I'm just checking that. So this is verse 2, checking the level between the super and then the JHS. Let's hear the entrance into that verse. I want to put like a sample in there. Wait-o! Wait-o! And I'm going to. Wait-o, you showed up at the right time. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Here we go. I need it in the second verse, yeah, before setting up the chorus. This is how the magic happens, Wado. And this is how much we've missed you. Oh boy. Here we go. Just a bit of that. Wait, oh, yeah, yeah. Wait, oh. That's going to be great. I'll duplicate that. Let's see, I'll turn that on. I'll duplicate that. And then this one, turn that right there. And this guy. Got our way to right there. Just crank that. Right? We're not doing that, Phil. I just got the doodads. Yeah, baby. Now that. Wait, oh, yeah. But down. Okay. All right, hang with me, gang. Clean up the tops and tails of these. Love it. Okay. Let's give it one more listen, and then we'll send it out to the world to be mastered and remastered and rebooted and TikToked, right? Whew. All right. In a word, describe to me how you're feeling right now about making riffs and music production and the whole deal. Whoa. Whoa. We need the fluorescent O, the Wade O. Let's go. There's a little bit of that ghost trail there. All right, let's bounce it out to the world. I think it's great. I think I just got to listen to one of those. Oh, wait, oh. You right on time, as always. Let's hear this ending, see how far I need to go to get the tail. And there we are, right there, right there. That's what we'll do. That one bar there. Switch. Oh, the thingy dingies are not working. Okay. Okay. Okay, right from the top there. Got that whole section. Gonna save. That's a good idea to save every now and then. Wait, oh, let's do it. Okay, so export audio. Yeah, I do want this the full frequency because we're doing 24-bit wave files. That's great. Include return and master effects. Yeah. Renders loop, convert to monotone, normalize. Okay, so I'm just going to have this go out at the volume that it is, and then I'm going to let the mastering engineer, aka the robots in the sky, handle it. Great, great, great. Bounce it out to this Fuzz project that we're in right here. Wait, oh, that's it. Okay, and it will just The cheapest, as it were. Yeah, that Super Fuzz is great. And and it translated in the room when I was playing it yesterday, just for a bit on my pedal board. That literally was the jumping off point to be like, you know what, I should do a shootout, because I was like, just feeling like, yeah, that's a tone that if you don't look at price tag or whatever, like immediately sounds like that would sound good in a recording, and it translates. And it's pretty much, yeah, it's all of these were kind of set to the, like I said, like the nice sweet spot of the fuzz tone, but nothing. Sometimes we try to take it to the limit, but yeah, kind of just the way the pedal sounds. So we've bounced that out. The fuzzy peach. Oh yeah, yeah. So we got to find a name here, gang. We gotta figure it out. Have there been any votes here? And if you think I've missed it, let me know. And I will put it into the poll, and we will vote officially, so I can change what those poll thingy bops say. While we're doing that, let me try to get this um, uploaded, so it's already starting to master in the background, which would be great, right? You know what I'm talking about? So I'm logging into lander.com. And by the way, they are doing a big old sale. They're doing a half off sale. I highly recommend this service. I've used them for like a decade. I've been with them for a while. And as this world of plugins and online mastering has come around, they've gotten offered more and more like features, meaning it was originally just a mastering service. Now they have tons of plugins, and the distribution. You can have a membership where I'm truly not, like, I wish I was getting affiliate kickback from them, and maybe I will. But landr.com, check it out for like keeping a library of your songs and riffs, and they master and make it all sound like it's ready for release. Sorry, yeah, I gotta pull up the poll for a second. I'm doing two things at once. Once I get this going, then I'll create the ability to vote. So hang tight. Just sort of looking through my browser here to find the file, the working title. Okay, so it's uploading that, and we're gonna use Adobe Firefly to create the artwork. Let's look for some words. Fuzz. Yeah, I was thinking Fuzz Lightyear could be good. Yeah, like even before going live, I was like, what are some? Obviously, my dad joke brain, as one knows, right? So Fuzz Lightyear, I'll take that, and I'll Fuzz Bang. Okay, so I'm gonna try to grab some of these, and then we'll vote, and then we'll just have it, and then it'll be done ish. Okay. What should I'll say? We shall name it. Shall name it. Okay, so Fuzz Lightyear. Fluorescent Scuzz. Scuzz. Fuzz Lightyear, what was the other one? The Fuzzy Peach. Wait, oh, good to see you. Angry Fuzzums. Behringer Super Fuzz really did kill it. Wait, oh, Fuzz. Yeah. Making sure I get that. Wait, oh, Fuzz. What else we got here? Fuzz, Fuzz, Bang, Bang. Okay, let's see if I'm getting these, if these are even starting to show up. Button controller isn't working there. Fuzz Lightyear, Fluorescent Scuzz, the Fuzzy Peach, Wait Oh Fuzz, Fuzz Fuzz Bang Bang. All right, you can vote by just entering a number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So now is your time to vote. I think that's a good number of options there. Maybe you'll spring loose some other ideas if we missed any. Yeah, make your vote there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And we will use that as our prompt within Adobe Firefly. And we'll just frickin' make a, oh, I don't know, a song. And it'll be great. Looking forward to it. So far, I think we need some more votes here, gang. If you're still here, vote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the title of this epic song. It's uploaded to the cloud. Fuzz. Wait, oh, Fuzz. Getting a vote, Fuzz Lightyear. Fuzz. I'm entering Fuzz Lightyear. Oh, and it's saying the prompt is too short, but it'll try. Oh no, it's making just a cat. Oh, more votes are coming in. Okay. All right, we need to add some more descriptions to this. Let's say. Let's do a astronaut covered in fuzz. Surfing in the cosmos. Because I like surfing, obviously. Let's just see what we got here. Come on, baby. Whoa. He needs to be fuzzier, though. Need a fuzzy astronaut. Okay. Needs to be extra fuzzy cosmonaut. Covered in fuzz. And maybe we need it to be like a bear or some animal. It loves to make a fuzzy bear cosmonaut covered in fuzz. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That looks like a map of the moon because Galen's definitely done that. We don't want to copyright infringe on him. I've got all these different style references here, which I sometimes use. To add a cat style there. Yeah, cat style there. Sometimes the more retro looking ones, these are not happening. Abstract, nah, that's all pretty bad. Yeah, we don't need it for the composition. We want a style reference. Okay, maybe kind of a retro thing, like sort of a lo-fi thing. Interesting, very cute. Let's get rid of the bear. Fuzzy cosmonaut. Ewok could be cool, right? Fuzzy Ewok. And if it just sort of uses that as like a loose guideline. Oh, it's like, uh-oh. Oh, God. All right. Copyright, schmoppyright. Fuzzy. It's kind of cool, but maybe it's a little too flat. Okay, I kind of like this guy down here because he looks sort of, yeah. That's good. I like that. We're going with that. Because he looks somehow heroic and non-threatening in a way that's comedic to me. So I'm going to download that. Boom. So that's been downloaded. And I'll just add a little like text on it. Just say Fuzz Lightyear, because it'd be good to sort of have that title there. And now I'm in Photoshop. Find a nice little font. And this is Guitar Friend Team. We'll go across the top here. I'll go lowercase. I'll let you see this in a second as I get it dialed in. Nice, small, compact font. Gotta make it so I can see this. Screen real estate here. Let's just go with a nice. Oh, maybe. All right, hold on. I'll get this so that we can see it. This is the extended jam session. Okay, Fuzz Lightyear. Make this smaller. So this font. I like messing with blend modes. Something like that. Let's make it nice and small. I always like to see what it looks like in different quadrants. Yeah, white looks good. Maybe right there in the middle. The white looks kind of good. I like the spacey sky up above, and that's kind of nice and funny right there. And then maybe we do or do not need guitar friend team and nice and small. Maybe we like that actually. 94. Even smaller there. What happened there? The copy. This is where it's at, gang. This is more like one of those stream Twitches or Twitch streams I used to do. Really, two things at once here. Any thoughts on this? What do we got? Shouldn't be an issue. Oh, the Fuzz Lightyear thing. Yeah, I don't know. Like this sort of. Yeah, it's not like a band name. Yeah, tons of duplicate song names. Is there another? Oh, is there another band that has a song? Yeah, that's always good to check. Yeah, what we see there. Seems like there's a musician already calling himself. Yeah. Is it spelled that way? Is it FZZN, Fuzz and Lightyear, or whatever like that? I think we're probably okay. Yeah, with the song name type of thing. It's the Wild Wild West. It's the Wild Wild West. Yeah, I kind of like the guitar friend team in there. Just gotta make sure it's there. It is lined up. Great. Let's just go with that. Look at it when it's small. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Boom, bada bang, bada boom. Just bounce it out. Okay. Love it. Badoosh. Oh, wait, I misspelled. I added a V. That's probably good that I. Okay, so guitar friend team. And then Fuzz Lightyear. Love it. Okay. Shaboink. It's all good. It's a big, nice big JPEG there. Fuzz Lightyear. Put that just there in the downloads. Just trying to get this across the finish line here, folks. Okay. Let's see if I can get this pulled up here. Boom. Oh, there it is. Lander. Good job, everybody. Good job. So let me see if I can walk you through this if I get this on the screen. Make sure we'll just do it. Now, this will be okay. Release track. Are you sure you want to release? Yes, I want to release this track. I'll turn off this. Adjust your volume accordingly because now this track is mastered. It'll be a bit louder, so I'm going to hit play on it. Let's see, just to preview it. I think it's... Whoa, I hit an edit button and it got all upset about that. So the working title was Wait Out, so that's what it'll say in there. We'll give it a good listen down before we click the official release button. I'll show you. And again, this is just sort of hopefully inspiring you to be like, dude, I could do this and I could do it faster. Whoop. Whoop. Fuzz Lightyear. Okay. This is what it looks like. Fuzz Lightyear. Language. English. For the title, Fuzz Lightyear. Okay. Genre. I mean, what do we call this? Let's just call it blues. Let's call it rock. Let's go rock. And then the subgenre, let's call it like blues rock. Great. Primary artist. And this is where it's got all these other aliases I use, and it should now have guitar friend team. Sweet. So that's what we're doing. Featured artist, no feature there. Contributors, producer. This guy, you guys helped. I appreciate your help. You'll be the unspoken giants of this track. This is an instrumental. It's an original composition. This track is 100% original. There's a lot of questions these days about, like when you go through this, I've noticed there's an increase in these types of like, I confirm, I'm not stealing or using AI, whatever. Okay, what's the error? Original composers. Oh yeah, where did I miss that? Artist, composer, wait, remixer, must be down here, composition. Okay. 'Tis I. Legal name, Timothy James Fagan. And we'll say it's the same. Okay, now we should be good. We're continuing on to the next thing. I think we can listen to it at the end. Fuzz Lightyear. Okay, composition owner. This guy. This year. This guy. This year. It has not been distributed before. I don't have a label. And now we got to add Gaboink. Let's see here. Downloads. Fuzz Lightyear. That guy. Guitar Friend Team. Open. Fuzz Lightyear. Great. Okay. Next. See, you can release it to all the places. Even Pandora. You can release it on a guacamole scoop if you want. Yes, I want to monetize it. Yeah, and I have exclusive rights to all the things. Okay. Oh, keep on going down. Yeah, it's all these, like, look at all these checkoffs. It's like basically just like, you're not going to screw us over, right? Because it makes them look bad. As soon as possible. I don't want to restrict it. I want to let it rip. Okay. Let's listen to it. Just make sure. Oh, sorry. All right. I have all the rights. This is going to be a great time. I have read and I agree. It's time to light it up. Let's go. Wait. Oh, boom. Bada boom. Bada bang. Hey, hey. Let's go. What do we think about that, gang? We did it. We did it. I don't know if they said we couldn't do it, but we did it. Nice work, everybody. I've kept you long enough. Have any last questions or thoughts, or you're already asleep? I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you keep on doing what you love, and just know you're not far away from the next happy accident, thrilling mistake, and fumble forward towards your dreams and creative destiny. Yeah! Go!